The soul is bright, and yo, the source is right. The source fields of Venus, the source feels love heals from Venus. It's bright, it's beautiful, her pores lies, my heart beats. And yo, she moves across Leo, alive in the cosmos, she speaks in tones.
This Orgone pyramid that I'm holding right here is, whoa, extremely heavy. It weighs about, not too heavy, but about 10 kilos. You know, 10 kilos to 15 possibly. It has a lot of ingredients. This was made on the new moon in Leo. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the lion, but it's somewhere around here. It's got a lion inside. It's got many ingredients. Why? Because we choose certain astrological points and timing for the correspondence of the energy that it will bring. So because this one obviously deals with Leo, the full moon meaning today would be in Aquarius, and that would do, what that would do is amplify humanity's energy through a Leo aspect, and thus this will kind of give it that resonance within itself, because when you look at astrology, it's all about yin and yang. There is two signs, which is, for example, for instance, in this full moon, wow, you hear the thunderstorm right now, that's very interesting, it's an Aquarius energy. So, in this full moon, what it means is that Aquarius, which is the opposite sign of Leo, is actually the balance, counterbalance of its polar opposites. So, each sign has its polar opposites, like Aries is Libra, Leo would be Aquarius, and that in itself gives off its potent energy. So in essence, this pyramid was made in essence of the force of Leo, and obviously that's what it's bringing in from when I just heard the thunderstorm just now, which is really interesting. So I'm struggling holding this at the moment. I may have to do this in two parts. So it's got 4 copper pipes. The 4 copper pipes actually give off a frequency of a tower buster. A tower buster is actually what changes the weather pattern, and thus allows the sun to shine. So this obviously stops weather modification and so forth. Now this is made in a different kind of element and way. If I can go a bit this way, you might not be able to see it, but the dark bit where the gold is in the center right here is what you see is shungai. Shungai is a pulling metal, or should we say a pulling stone. It fell as a meteorite according to science 2 billion years ago, and what it does, it actually grounds you back to earth from all of this electrical wire stuff that we are constantly surrounded by. This is the ultimate grounder. Now, testimonial from myself is that as soon as I meditated with this pyramid, what I felt was an instant pull. I didn't want to get up. Now, I wanted to test this to see that it wasn't just, you know, just for the first time. So what I did do, I decided to do it once again later on in the week. I decided to meditate and actually wait to see the effects. And the effects was the same. I didn't want to get up. I literally just didn't want to get up. I wanted to stay seated. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to put this down for a minute and then continue the video, because it's quite heavy. I'm back. I'm still shocked about the thunderstorm, but in essence not really, because I did expect something to happen, and you know, divine providence always provides to show you about the energy. Actually, let me tell you a story about this pyramid. Because obviously I make my stuff in the garage, and sometimes I make it in other places. Sometimes I use a workshop when it's available. but at that time it wasn't available, so I had to use my garage. I don't like to make those ones in my garage, but I did in this time. So when I was making it, the moon was still kind of in Cancer. It was just kind of coming out of its kind of last little sector, and it was hot, very hot. And just before I put the Leo symbol, what happened was the police arrived in my garage. So I was like, hold on a minute. They ran towards my garage, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And I was gonna stick this, the Leo symbol. The moon hadn't gone into Leo yet, so it was just on its peak. And then so they ran towards me, and they said, yeah, you fit the description of someone, or so forth. So I was like, this is quite interesting, what kind of energy I'm dealing with. Now I know that Mars just went into Scorpio, 0 degrees at that time. Now I'm talking about tropical astrology at the moment, which is very specific to how things manifest. And then so in essence, what happened afterwards, they arrived, and they asked me a few questions about my bicycle, because I had my bike on the side. So they asked me if it was stolen, the policies that they use, or stop and search kind of thing, second thunderstorm. And then basically, so they asked me that, and I told them that I was just making some stuff. So they ended up looking at my stuff, and interestingly, the moon wasn't in Leo yet. So what I had to do, I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to stop. I'm not going to be making the rest of this pyramid as yet. So I left the pyramid, and I said I'm going to continue it in about 2 or 3 hours. So what I did do, I decided to leave it. So interestingly, the universe made it so that I didn't put the symbol, the Leo symbol, in the pyramid yet. It made sure that I waited the right time. So after a few hours, this is when I put the symbol in. And that symbol, funny enough, is actually in my last video. The 2 videos back. It's about yoga in a pot, and I had no idea I was going to use this symbol at that time. So it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. So let me continue about, let me speak about this pyramid. Then you got a spiral here. This spiral here is a geometric symbol. I forgot the name of the crystal. Forgive me. I hope you can. I've put some wooden bits, because I did read from Reich's research that wood is very important in the composition of Orgone. So I wanted to test out certain energy grids and points. It's got green tourmaline. Green tourmaline is a great crystal for healing, a great crystal for protection too, because tourmaline in itself is a protector. So the green tourmaline is there, it's raw. I like to put a lot of raw crystals, because raw crystals tend to give off a better energy than smooth crystals. I don't believe in tumble stones really, because tumble stones, what they do, they've been polished. So in essence, that kind of creates a different resonance. And I like things to be raw and natural, and that's the way. Then I got citrine. Citrine is a great stone for energizing, strengthening. At the top, which you might not be able to see, and it's obvious that you can't, is an ankh representing the symbol of Venus, and it's made from silver. So it's a silver kind of ankh at the top. Okay, and obviously earlier I was talking about a tower buster. The tower busters have 4 pipes, or some have 6 and more, and they're in a kind of a bucket, like a plant pot, and followed by resin inside, which you may see online. And they have these wires, these pipes. And what I've done, I've put 4 quartz at each top, and then obviously what the 4 quartz do, they amplify the energy and then connect it, which kind of electrifies the power. So within itself, in the pyramid, a pyramid always points upwards. So it's all four corners. So what I've done is actually refocusing the energy up into the heavens. Okay, so this allowed us the strength of the wires to connect at an intensity field of energy. In relations to that, at the bottom is actually on four corners, shungite again. Now, these four corners of shungite give off an extreme force of energy. Within it, on top to add within it, is pyrite. Pyrite is a great combination in orgons. This is for you to know. Anyone who makes orgonites, please always put pyrite, and please always put silica, which is sand. Hot sand is the best, as Reich's research states that sand was used. Now, it's all about nanoparticles. The more refined, the more into bits that they are, the stronger the orgonite will be. I don't think I'll be able to get into all the ingredients, but I'll talk about some of the various ingredients that you can use also. So, we got copper inside, granules. We've got magnesium, granules. We've got steel, granules. We've got also, like I said, I've got silica inside, granules. We've got also leaves, feathers inside of it, which kind of brings balance. The copper wire inside, which is spiraling on top of the big quartz. And we've also got, what do we have? This gold leaf. So the gold leaf is actually 100% natural, pure gold leaf. Remember what gold does, it always amplifies anything that it touches. And also we have got, right, I'm going to tell you this, we have got scalar in it. Scalar is actually a powerful ingredient. Scalar is actually, in essence, stronger than orgone. You know, how can you say that? Scalar is actually stronger than orgone. Orgone, the new org, or should we say orgonite, is actually the composition of quartz crystals, which actually are charged through a pisonic charge, and that pisonic charge is what gives off the orgone energy, which is actually heating the crystal, and then it changes its molecular structure. In this one, the tourmaline, which is in the scalar, is heated under 3000 degrees, which is actually much higher than resin. And in essence, the pisonic charge becomes extremely powerful. So this makes it more powerful than the orgone. This is why I've been selling the scalar pendants for a while, which have an amount of 7,000 ions. Sorry, not 70. That's too high. You would die if you had that amount going through your body. 7,000 ions, which is actually amazingly powerful, which energizes your whole body, gives you more energy, helps heal wounds very fast, and so forth. So the scalar is in it. So can you imagine the last pyramid that I've made that side? I made it with a friend. It was crazy. I can't even begin to tell you what began happening. I will only keep it for the mental realm and the spiritual realm to kind of dwell upon that. So this is